Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Caribou 5-light chandelier. This is the 10-13-25. There's also a beautiful sconce that goes with this. Make sure you check it out. That's going to be a 20-40-72. This is the smaller of the two sizes of this fixture. This one's coming in around 40 inches in diameter. The larger one is coming in at 49, so make sure you check them both out. If you're in a quandary about which one's right for you, you can always reach out to us and we can help you through those questions. So this is a really beautiful fixture in lots of different ways. This is kind of a wink and a nod and inspired by those big antler chandeliers that you would see in like Montana ranches, in ski houses in Aspen and the Rockies, those kind of places. But the cool thing about Hubbardton Forge fixtures is you can completely change the context and your perception of them by just changing your finish. So you can use this fixture in like a very modern Miami condo by just going for a whole different idea finish-wise than you would if you're using it in a rustic interior. If I'm using it in a rustic interior, I'm probably going to go for 05 bronze or 07 dark smoke because they are a window to the metal and they're also kind of organic and earthy, and they go with lots of stone and wood and those kind of places. Make sure you watch my finishes help guide video. It's pretty important on this fixture, I think, because it talks about the variation that you can see when you're using translucent finishes. If I'm using this in a really high-end, beautiful loft, you know, and everything is white and very contemporary, I'm going to probably go for something bright and opaque. So I'm probably going to go for a vintage platinum or soft gold in this, because what it'll do is it'll take away the whole idea of it being an antler chandelier and it turns it into a big piece of glowing sculpture. I think that's awesome. So lots of things you can do with it. Let's get into some of the details about it. So this is 26.2 pounds. It's hanging from a canopy that is 6.5 inches in diameter. The one I have here is 5 inches, so just remember the one that you're going to get is a little bit bigger than that. It's going to ship with 15 feet of wire, 36 inches of chain just to begin with. If you need more wire because you're coming down from a super tall ceiling, email us to get a quote about that. We can do it with no problem. If you need more chain, chain is super easy. What you do is email us, tell us how many increments of chain that you need. Chain comes in 36-inch pieces, and you can add and delete pieces as you need them and put them together quite easily, because you're going to have something like this, I hope. This is a chain separating tool, and it's kind of like a pair of pliers that works in reverse. So when you squeeze it, the ends open up and it pulls the chain apart, and then on the middle part here, when you push it together, it actually closes the chain for you. I picked this up on Amazon for less than 20 bucks. It's a great thing to have if you're working with chain because it doesn't leave any marks on the chain when you're opening and closing and putting things together. If you need more chain, like I said before, email us and I can quote that out for you as well. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about a couple of the things on this. Slope ceiling adaptable already because chain just hangs straight down. Gravity is going to take over. And let's talk about those sockets and what you can get out of this as far as lamping goes. So it's going to be using what's called an E12 socket. And those are the smaller chandelier sockets. Remember these little guys that we all grew up with? Just like that, just screws in without any problem at all. Couldn't be more simple. Lots of bulbs you can use with this. So if you want to stick with incandescent, you can still do that. This is an incandescent frosted flame tip, 60 watts in each of these if you want to. It's a dimmable fixture without any problems, so you just have to kind of look at the bulbs that you're using in that circumstance. So 60 watts in each of these, and you've got 5 lights, quite a bit of light. Dims down nice if you want to stick with incandescent, but you don't have to. You can always go over to LEDs. So the thing about LEDs on this fixture, I think, I'm not so sure I would do a clear LED because I don't want to see these little filaments inside, but I do like the flame tip idea. I would probably get my LED in frosted as well. And there's all kinds of them out there, and you get them pretty much everywhere. Every home center and hardware store sells them. You can get them online. They come in all kinds of different ways. They come shorter than this, and some of them are even dipped in silicone, which is really kind of cool. That's something that's been around for a little while. But as far as the LEDs go, there's no limit to what you can get as far as the socket itself, the light coming out of it. The limit's going to be in the bulb that you find out in the world, so don't worry about that part of it. And you've got 5 of these, just like I said before. So that said, these bulbs are going to be offered to you in all kinds of different ways. So if I'm doing that romantic ski hideaway idea, I'm probably going to even look at a 2700 Kelvin bulb. That's super yellow, and I can dim that down to make it look like candlelight. I think that would be really great. I probably wouldn't go to daylight. Daylight bulbs are bluish white and they're 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on the scale. Not crazy about those. We do use 3,000 Kelvin in our showroom. As a matter of fact, this table right now is being illuminated by this 3,000 Kelvin warm white soft white. So you can look at that too. You can always just pick up the bulbs and pick up 2,700 Kelvin, pick up 3,000 Kelvin, try them out, see what you think. If I'm doing this super contemporary, modern Miami apartment, when I'm having this as sculpture, you know what? I might even go and check out the 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin, especially the 3,000 Kelvin. That's where I wouldn't do the 2,700 Kelvin because I'm looking for something a little bit more on the cooler side. So the bulbs are going to be offered to you, also dimmable versus non-dimmable. Just make sure in your circumstance you want to get a dimmable bulb for this fixture. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.